Hello everyone, welcome to the Fusing Shop and another cool glass blowing video. Today I have a guest with me. We have the Hums.
Hi everyone.
And she will be doing some commentary with me on this video. So in this video we're making a fumed spiral pendant, and we're starting with fuming a clear rod with some silver. And you can see how it kind of looks all nice and shiny.
It does look shiny.
And so now we're going to bend this rod in half, and we're going to try to trap that fume that we just did in between the two layers of clear.
I don't know that much about glass blowing. Didn't you make a silver rod? Is this that one?
This is a different one.
Okay.
So we just put the heat in one spot, and now we're just going to bend that rod over to trap that fume in between the two layers of glass.
Okay.
See that happening, Hums?
Yeah, I see what you're doing. Okay.
See how it's sandwiched in between the two pieces?
Yeah, I see it. I see it now.
Excuse me. Okay, getting the pliers. And now we're gonna have just gonna attach these two pieces together. So we get some heat into the end, and I'm just pinching on the end to make it stick together so it doesn't fall apart.
And it's gonna be like one thicker rod when you're finished with it?
Yeah, so the goal that you want to achieve here is you want to melt this all together into one solid piece. So I'm going to attach a punty on the end. And if you remember, a punty is another glass rod that we use.
You didn't give me time to remember.
And you just attach it to the end. This way you have a handle.
I only did this once, everybody. Soon I'm gonna be a real expert.
Okay, so now we have our handle attached. And again, we call it a punty. And it just makes it easier to rotate the glass. And here you want to make sure everything's centered up. I think I was showing it to the other camera when I did that. But you want to make sure everything is centered up. So I'm going to take a minute and just straighten up that handle that's on my left hand, because it's kind of like off balance right now.
Mm-hmm.
So here you can see I'm like pushing it, because it's much easier to rotate when everything's on center.
Yeah, I remember this. It's actually a lot harder than it looks, everybody.
Okay, so we're just going to rotate and melt it together, and those two separate pieces of glass will melt down into one. And as it's melting down, we're going to put a little bit of a twist into it. You can see it's starting to twist on the right side of the screen.
That looks nice.
Yeah, this actually came out really, really cool, this project. And you can make multiple pendants with this one rod that we're making now, so that's what's even better about it. You make it like, 3 or 4 of them, depending on how big you make them. So you can see all those twists in the glass, and that's where you get like that kind of spirally effect when you see the finished piece.
Yeah.
And that's from the trapped silver in the glass.
Actually made a piece like that. It's like an icicle with the red and blue.
The Hums red and blue icicle.
Yes. You should show everyone a picture of it. My artwork.
We'll have to... I do plan on showing like students' artwork. I'm like saving pictures of what people have made. And there's my reminder to like and subscribe. So please make sure you smash that like button and turn that subscribe button gray. That's all those famous YouTubers say.
One day.
So here I think the light got weird. Okay, there we go. The light always gets a little bit weird with the flame. You gotta have like the perfect settings to actually see what's going on.
I'm a little confused about what's going on here. The entire rod that you made,
I twisted it all up.
the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But
so
you can use
see
that again afterwards?
That's what it looks like. See, it has that ghostly kind of look inside the glass?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you can use it. You can use the same piece for multiple projects.
So you weren't trying to make a project, you're just trying to make a rod?
No, so I am making a project, but I made the rod first.
Okay.
You got to make the rod first before you can make the project.
This is the rod of the project. Right.
So this is, now we're moving to the project. So I actually flame cut the rod in half just now. And I'll save the other half for other things, either pendants or marbles or whatever. But that's what's cool about this. Again, you get so much when you prep the rod ahead of time. You could just be ready to go instead of spending the couple minutes that I did to make it. So for my next video, I'll have this already ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
And now what I'm doing is just melting everything in, so we could get rid of all those lines that was from twisting the glass together. And as you put the heat in, those lines all disappear and it becomes one solid piece of glass, which is pretty cool. It's just pretty cool watching how two separate things can just be joined together in the flame.
It's beautiful. Beautiful metaphor for life.
Yes, beautiful. That's what it's about here. The fusing shop, we're all about life and glass blowing.
And love.
And what?
And love.
And love, yeah.
Joining together.
Gotta have love, man. So that's what it's shaping up like so far. And it's hard to see the fume in that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't see it.
Yeah. So what?
Oh, there we go. It's a little better.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit, but it's not so clear. So what we're gonna do is that's a blue rod in my right hand now, and we're gonna put that on the back to help make that color pop out. Make sure you clean up your glass before you apply it, because any kind of dust makes air bubbles and stuff. So just take a second and wipe it off. And make sure it's cool when you do that so you don't set your microfiber cloth on fire. Here it's hard to actually see what I'm doing, but I'm actually applying a line of that cobalt blue to the back of the pendant. This way it just makes that fume pop out much more. So I'll show you the finished one.
Let me see it.
I think I showed this to you already. This is the one that's from the video.
I don't know if you showed it to me. It's so cool.
If you do want to see what it looks like, you could skip to the end of the video. I'll leave you timestamps in the comments below. So if you want to see how to finish shaping it and making the loop, by all means continue to watch. But I will not be offended if you skip to the end to see how it came out.
Yeah, it's really cool because it looks like there's 3D stuff going on inside of it. You'll see at the end.
What I really like about the fuming is that it makes so many colors, even though this is just one. There's like blue and yellow just in this like one section, even though it comes from one little tiny piece of silver.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, so you get so many colors from one metal. And I was thinking about like giving these away for comments and stuff.
That's nice.
People
That's worth
comment.
it, guys. I have a comment for this. It's a really nice necklace.
Thanks, Hums.
Yeah.
But I'm because all the stuff that I make in the videos is kind of just sitting around. So anyway, here I'm attaching a punty to the bottom so I could pull out some glass and make the loop. This loop-de-loop here. What? Excuse me. So here we're just doing a little bit more shaping to kind of get that teardrop shape going. And now I'm going to pull out a little bit of glass to make the loop with. So you just heat up the end, get some nice juicy heat in there, and give that glass a gentle pull. You don't have to muscle the glass, just be gentle. And I bent it over a little bit to help get the pre-shaping done. And now I just take our pliers and bend that glass over and tack weld it to the back. Now it's so much easier.
What does that mean?
It's so much easier to actually see what's going on now. Tack weld is when you touch a hot piece of glass without fusing it together. So you just like touch it down to the other side so it sticks and doesn't like pop off when you reheat it.
Okay.
So you want it to stick to the back of your pendant so you could go ahead and form that loop. Or else if you don't tack it to the back, then it'll just gather up and you have to pull it, stretch it back out and redo it again. So here we're just go ahead and forming the loop. And making sure everything looks good. That is tungsten that I am using right now to poke that hole. That's the only metal you can actually put in the flame humps.
Wow. Yeah, I usually have to hold it a little bit away.
Yeah, you should never put metal actually in your flame. It's actually releases like fumes that you do not want to breathe in.
Yeah, everyone noticed that fan over there. That helps get rid of the fumes. Wait, what's different about this metal?
That's the only metal. Well, it's used. Well, first of all, it's very pointy, so it's easier to get in that hole and make it bigger.
Yeah.
And second, it's the only metal that you could like heat up to like poke a hole through glass. You actually put that metal in the flame, and you could like poke a hole through.
No, I'm saying why. Why is that? Is it made out of something else?
I do not know. That is a good question. If you know, leave us a comment below.
Yeah.
We're always interested in learning here at the Fusing Shop. It's actually funny. People have left like comments to questions.
Like answers?
Yeah, like
that's
answers to
great.
the questions. Yeah. So keep them coming.
Educated viewers.
Yeah, it's awesome. And there we go. There's the finished piece.
Oh, wow. It looks even nicer in real life, guys.
Thanks, Thomas. See, the GoPro doesn't have as nice color as the other camera does. It just doesn't have that same like full range, I guess.
That makes sense.
And just pop off that cold seal. If I could pop it off, there we go. You always want to fire polish the bottom because anytime you pop off a punty, there is always a scar mark that the glass leaves. So you always make sure you put it in the flame and that will melt right back in to your piece. Okay, so thanks for coming by and checking out the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.